This podcast is a revival of the old school table debate from a time before Google, Wikipedia, and OnlyFans. Answers to questions are hard to find, but so is an unbiased article on your uncle's Facebook wall. Welcome to the Issues on the Table.
Hi, I'm Mike Donahue, and Skittles are the best Halloween candy.
My name is Matt Schuster, and if it's not chocolate, don't even bother putting it in my pillowcase.
Hello, my name is James Gearhart, and I'm going to take both sides here. I like to take M&Ms and Skittles and just put them in my mouth and chew them all up together.
You fucking monster.
What?
That's incorrect.
Innovative.
Ugh.
And my name is Caleb Andrews. Welcome to the Issue on the Table, hopefully a comedy podcast.
Issue? Just
where we-
singular? One issue?
Issues? The issues.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
Pardon my English. Where we bring our inane ramblings to the table and discuss them amongst ourselves. Does anyone have an issue for us?
I do. Over here. Do you see me?
He does.
I'm
Matt Schuster.
does.
I'm the one wearing glasses. Call on me, please. Hello.
Well, now I'm confused.
Matt.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
Okay, so chicken wings. Picture them.
Love them.
Okay, love them, right?
Uh-huh.
I love
there.
love
Yeah,
those
they're
tasty
good.
things. Toss them in sauce, dip them in ranch or blue cheese, what have you.
Uh-huh.
So a couple days ago, this issue was brought up to me rather rudely, I might add, by a very dear friend of mine named Brian from Buena Park. And I was hanging out with Brian a couple days ago, and we were eating chicken wings. Now, when I eat my chicken wings, I go for the drumsticks first, and then I like to eat
Good
the
man.
flats
A
last.
man of culture.
Okay. However, when I started eating my flatties, Brian looks at me and goes, "You're eating those wrong. You're a monster." So I need to know what the correct way to eat a
Oh.
flatty is.
Hold on. You can't.
First of
because
all-
you need to say how are you eating these flatties?
I will detail it for you. So I just sort of
What is a flatty? What is a flatty?
a flat. So when you're
It's
eating,
the one that's flat.
yeah, it's the one that's flat and it has the two bones inside of it instead of just the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, I had no idea what that term was. I'm good
They're
now.
called flats, or yeah. Anyways, I now looking back on it, he kind of has a point because maybe this is a little barbaric, but I just like grab it by one end and I just sploosh, dunk it in whatever sauce I'm eating, and then I just I put one end in my mouth and I just rip off half the meat in one go.
Are you talking like vertically
Like,
dip
what-
it?
Yep,
And then you
Whoa.
vertically put it in your
Yep.
mouth?
Whoa.
I did that, and Brian literally looked at me, stopped mid-bite, and said, "You're a monster," and then proceeded to
I
eviscerate me.
would definitely have to agree with him on that.
Really? Because I've been doing it wrong my whole life.
I mean-
because hold on, maybe it would help if I explained how he said to eat them. Would that help?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So Brian said the way and this, to his credit, this does make a lot of sense. Is because it has like the two main bones that connect
Are
all
we-
the meat. What?
We're declaring him as this is the standard for how to eat a
Oh,
flatty.
according to him, it is. I'm just seeing if
Okay.
y'all agree with it.
Okay.
He takes the two bones and then you snap off the smaller one, rip it off, so that way
Mhm.
all the meat is left on one of the two bones, so you can eat it like you would a drumstick, and you don't have to worry about getting all the meat out of the middle of like the meat that gets caught in between.
Yeah.
So that was his
Yeah,
thing.
I generally do that too. I would agree with him on that one. I kind of like take the small bone, I'll rip it out, and I'll kind of if there's anything on it, I'll eat it, and then I'll go for the
That's
rest
not
of
as
it.
fun though.
Can I tell you
Because-
what I do?
Yeah, please.
So I get a bowl and like a bowl of like ranch or whatever I want to dip it in.
Yeah.
I put the whole thing in there and I just submerge it entirely.
Oh my.
I put the
God.
entire thing in my mouth and I just kind of chew on it until the bones are like pretty much separated from the meat. Then I pull out the bones and now I just got a mouthful of chicken wing.
What the fuck?
Now,
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on a minute. Wait.
you guys have made me very self-conscious because no one has. I do something that no one has
mentioned
talked
yet.
about or mentioned.
What do you do? How do you do it?
Oh, I eat the bones.
Excuse me?
You're
I'm not surprised.
You,
I'm eating the bones.
What?
No, you don't.
Caleb, you're not supposed to
There's
eat
a
those
lot of
bones.
good. There's
you
a
know
lot
that,
of
right?
good vitamin in bone.
Yeah, how do you?
Bone marrow?
And then it pokes holes in your organs when you swallow them.
No, you just chew them up good.
Chew 'em up.
You're making that good
Mhm.
chicken bone broth in your
so
innards.
really quick, Caleb. Really quick. How on average, how long does it take you to consume a single new to me flatty? I don't know what I would have called them before, but
Oh, are we talking? Are we talking
long?
about like mouth chomp time?
Yeah.
yeah, like it's in your hand and you put it in your mouth. How long are you chewing on a chicken wing before you can actually swallow a
From
chicken wing?
start to
like
finish.
20 seconds.
20 seconds?
20
Guys,
seconds?
I don't know if you know this. My skeleton is extremely strong.
Yeah,
Because it's made up of
don't know
chicken
how
How
that
bones.
do you
relates.
think it's gained so much power?
When you eat bones, they don't assimilate into your own skeletal
That's
structure.
what
like
you think.
combine.
What?
I mean, they might.
Hold on.
Have you
Does
tried
the
eating
DNA like
bones?
splice itself?
I kind of want to.
No, it's just ritualistic absorption.
Okay. Do you dip your chicken wings in anything? Or are you just eating them raw like that? Like with no.
it's
just bare.
Totally, man. I'll have blue cheese and ranch and all that good stuff.
Ooh, blue
Buffalo?
cheese. Get
Oh,
out
blue
of
cheese
here,
is
man.
so
What the
delicious.
heck?
Yeah.
Don't at me about blue cheese
No.
on chicken wings.
It's
Oh, it's so
disgusting,
good.
dude. Like
It's so
can't.
good.
Hmm.
You just don't have a sophisticated palate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like rotten cheese, man. I'm totally on board with
James, can I?
Hmm?
I really want to revisit your method.
Sure.
So, do you only? I'm sorry. I'm just imagining you having just like a big trough of ranch
I know.
dressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just like dump the chicken wings in there and like go
Yeah, I got-
bobbing for ranch chicken wings. Like,
I got a little nervous when the first thing
Do
you
you
said in
bob?
the process was, I need a bowl.
that. Yeah, okay, James, do you actually bob them out? Do you like dip down your nose into it and like fish around and like bite it out?
Yeah. Absolutely. I guess that
Oink,
really
oink.
segues us into the story about how I've been banned from the franchise Wingstop.
Hey, that's probably a little bit messy on the beard, huh?
It is. Hence why I was banned, because
is there just
I
like a
bobbed
really?
and I looked up. I was like, I need more.
I'm like.
On the food truck, there's a picture of James, and underneath it reads "Sauce Beard, avoid at all costs."
I was saying, I was picturing like, when you go into like gas station convenience stores and they have all those like really poorly printed out pictures of people that aren't allowed in the store from the security cameras. They're like, don't serve this person.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
you walk into a Wingstop and there's just like a giant, poorly constructed poster of James's face covered in ranch saying, "This is the bobber. Don't let him in."
It's like a Bigfoot
Thing,
picture
yeah.
of James. Him walking through the woods like,
Now, do you?
James, do you treat this like a contest? Is it like a speed type thing? You know, like do you have a certain time they can sit in the sauce, or does it not matter how long they're in there?
Good question. I guess just until they're thoroughly coated and the sauce is.
So like, I agree, but let's say just so I can put a metric on it. Let's say 30 seconds is thoroughly coat time, right?
Okay.
What happens if it's in there to like 50 seconds? Does it start to get like gross and soggy, or like are you still good with it?
Depends what I'm dipping it in. If it's blue cheese, it can't be longer than like 20 seconds. But if
Oh,
it's
God.
like that Southwestern ranch, oh man, it can
Like the
marinate.
longer the better?
It can marinate for days.
Because
but you're never like.
I'm just
you're
wondering
never
if
trying
in
to
this process of eating it, you've ever like gotten to the point where like you're trying to bob for the wing and you can't find it, but your time is like ticking out.
Mhm.
You're just covered
Like
in ranch.
you're running out of time for this.
Yeah, the waiter's
this
sitting there
wing
with
to
a
be good.
stopwatch, like, hurry it up.
That's the scariest costume to transmogrify into for all eternity is Ranch Man. You're just
Ranch Man.
constantly covered in
a
ranch.
little bit
Do you-
messy.
I was laughing because I was picturing you doing this in your home and like your sweet little cat walking around the corner hearing like grumbling animal sounds and she just sees her owner
Every
covered
day
in
at 5
Like a
a.m.,
pig eating slop.
my master transforms into a sauce beast.
She like goes into your bed to like write in her
The
diary.
sauce beast.
The sauce beast is at it again.
Oh man,
It's
so
a really
you never,
efficient way of eating wings.
you never try and like smash a personal record for how long you let like a wing sit in blue cheese. You're like, oh, it was 20 seconds last time. Can I get to 25? Would that be too tangy?
We're too tangy.
I don't know.
Is this the only food that you do this with? Like, or is this like? Can you do this with any food that involves dipping into a sauce? Or have you only done this
I
with
do
chicken
it with a few other foods.
wings? Such as?
Well, I guess there's some obvious ones like chicken fingers, some tendies.
Okay.
Chicken
Have you
tins.
guys seen the TikTok of the dude who made a food bowl out of his beard and ate top
No,
ramen out of it?
No.
that's
No.
disgusting.
What?
He like wove his beard into a little bowl and was eating top ramen. I want to see, James, I feel like you can get to this point in like your beard evolution and turn your beard into like a saucepan
Good
Or
lord.
like fry an egg in it.
and just kind of go bobbing in your beard.
Well,
Hard boiled egg, James. Hard boiled egg. Just like have them rolling around in
What
there.
if I make it into a coffee cup? So it's just always
oh my
coffee at my chin.
gosh.
The worst thing I think in the world is finding like a hair in coffee.
Unless it's your own hair.
That should
It's
be
still pretty bad.
That should be what our OnlyFans really is. It's just James being challenged to make his beard into different utensils.
I'm at the point where I can braid it now. I almost ordered some of those like Norwegian or like Viking braid
Oh,
things just for
ew.
like fun.
Ew. Okay, Brian Owens.
I'm into it, James. I'm there for it. I'm there for it.
You know what? Okay, this took a way different turn than I ever thought, and I don't think that
Can you,
chicken wing bobber is ever gonna die.
Matt? Can you ask Brian? It's Brian, right?
Yeah, Brian Murray is his name.
Can you ask Brian for us if chicken wing bobbing is an acceptable way to consume
With
wings?
no other context, just
Can
say
you,
that.
Can you just ask him that before we release
I
this
can
episode?
text him right now.
I want his genuine, God honest opinion on this. Okay, like no preface, just like, hey man, what do you think about this? And then just see like where it goes.
Hold on, I'm gonna text him right now.
All right, if you don't mind, I have an issue I'd like to
Please,
bring up.
'cause
If that's
I don't
okay
want
with
to think
everybody.
about ranch beards anymore.
This issue was brought up to us or sent in to us by Casey from Lake Elsinore, and I was reading through like the message, and something about this issue just really resonated with me as just like a concept. And so this obviously exists outside of our real world. Hopefully, I haven't confirmed if it does exist in our real world or not yet, just as an FYI, but I'm hoping it doesn't. But like just as a concept, like if you were forced to pick between the two of these, would you rather have or would you rather want arms as long as your fingers, or do you want fingers as long as your arms?
Oh wow, that's a
Like for the rest of
That's
your
a
life,
doozy.
you're stuck with one. Which one do you prefer?
Fingers as long as your arms. Easy.
I'm with you there, James.
Have you ever heard of a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
yeah.
I think
They
I'd have to
struggled.
agree. Fingers as long as your arms, because I don't know if you guys know about horses. These
Yeah,
things are basically running on fingers.
they really are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thing, so I had that. I'm glad you guys kind of agree with that, because my thought was generally when I'm walking around, like sometimes my foot will itch, but it's such a pain in the butt to like bend over and like scratch my
It's a
foot.
piece of shit.
But with my fingers as long as my arms, I could just like flip it over and be like, scratch, good to go.
So dumb.
Now, we also need to consider how difficult a lot of things come, like texting, typing. Good luck.
Can you imagine the horror that someone would get if you try to give them a high five?
Oh, man.
You could kill them.
Well, yeah, like your fingers are still the same width. It's not like they're the width of your arm. They're just the length. So you just have really long fingers. And I don't think you have more knuckles in them, right? You still have 3 knuckles.
Oh, wait,
like 2
wait,
knuckles,
hold
3
on,
knuckles?
Mike. This is really important. So it's when you have fingers as long as your arms, it doesn't like so they stay the same like width as a finger. They're just longer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just a
I was picturing like really
long
fat
finger.
sausage fingers.
just like slapping
Yeah.
around.
That makes a lot more sense.
It would also make Halloween way more fun.
How so?
You don't need a costume. You just walk around and point at things.
Oh, see, I
And, like, if
thought he
you're
was going to
pointing-
say it would be easier to grab candy out of the
Oh,
bowls,
yeah.
like one of those drop claw machines
Oh
in
yeah.
arcades.
You know, it's James, it's all part of the package, right? Like you can like point at people when they're facing you and they're like, oh, he's pointing at me. And then you turn your hand sideways and your finger just is like 3 feet out from you. You can reach over someone's shoulder and pick the candy out of
Oh,
the bag,
no.
right? Without them knowing you're behind them. Like there's a lot of
Can you
utility.
guys imagine catching a fly out of the air with these long fingers?
Right?
Oh boy.
Just get them real dexterous. And there's like people are eating at a dinner table and you're sitting down with them. There's a fly around that's really bugging everyone. And just whoop, from like the other side of the table.
There would
Snatch this little
you'd have
fly
no
out of the
need for
air.
a bug swatter anymore.
Is this true?
Yeah.
You wouldn't need one.
That just gave me an idea. Like you go to a restaurant and you see on somebody else's table, like, ooh, that looks really good. You just reach over, boink, and you just really quickly take it off their table.
It also puts a new meaning to the game of tapping someone on the shoulder and like pretending you're not there. You
No.
don't have to like try to jump
Hold
to the other
on.
side.
The first person I would expect in this game is the man with very long fingers.
Yeah.
Call it discrimination, but I would be like,
Wait, hold on a minute. Can you imagine if you had fingers as long as your arm, how much of an advantage you would have in almost every Olympic track and field event?
Oh, you're talking about like reaching out and
Picture it.
like putting your finger across
Yeah.
the finish
Oh
line?
my
You're
gosh,
doing like
like-
the 100-yard dash and you're like a couple feet behind the guy, just yoink, reach out in front of him.
Okay, but that brings up a question, right? When most people race, they have their hands in either a fist or a blade. So how does your hand look with your fingers as long as your arms when you put your hands into a fist?
Looks like you're carrying the sword from Final Fantasy VII. This is giant blade.
Cloud sword.
Yeah.
So that's true. Like, would it make? I feel like that would make the joints in your fingers like really unstable if they were super long.
Would you? That's true, but you could just wrap your fingers around your elbow, like with the fist. Like you like it closes into your hand instead of closing into your hand. It just closes around your arm.
Hey guys,
Ew.
Yeah.
What?
how are we feeling about tech decks?
Oh,
Oh wow.
Are these easier or harder
bruh.
Way easier.
Bruh.
with long?
You could do some sweet vert ramp tricks. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
You wouldn't have to bend down to play the game anymore. You could do it on the floor.
It's true.
You could tech deck and skateboard at the same time.
Oh, that's a cool look.
Ooh.
What the fuck are we talking about? That's a
That's a
wild
really good
costume. Who are you? Oh, I'm Tony Hawk with long fingers.
I'm Tony Hawk, and this is my son,
Tony
Small Hawk.
Small Hawk.
Tony Hawk, this is my son, little bluebird.
This is my other son, Mike Hawk.
No.
Oh dear.
Can we? What would be the benefits of having arms as long as your fingers, though?
Like the opposite.
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
Your hand is still the same size, right? And your arm's still the same size. So it's just like really small. I mean,
Probably fit into tight spaces better.
Ooh. Yeah.
the learning curve is probably lower. You don't have to learn how to like reach for things or like knock things over with
Yeah,
your
'cause you
fingers.
can't
Sorry to
reach
say this. Is
anything.
my hand still the same size?
Yeah, your hand is still like the same hand.
It's just like up here now.
Okay.
You would weigh less, which might be beneficial in sneaking past like weight activated traps.
Yeah.
Kind of a wet works thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I can't move
There's
my
gotta
mic.
be more.
What about flipping them? Like your arm is as long as your finger and your finger is as long as your arm. Like in the same go.
So like I have one short one, but then one normal one like this that I'm doing right now.
No. So like your hands are basically on your shoulders, but your fingers are the length of your arm. So your fingers go as far as your arm would
Okay,
normally
so
go.
so
Oh.
overall, the appendage, the limb is still the same length. It's just
The limb is the same length exactly. It's just you have 5 on either
So you just
side.
have like 5 really long fingers just jutting out of either side.
we've inverted
Yeah.
the. Okay, so then like instead of handcuffs, we're kind of just using like the Chinese finger trap to subdue people.
Could you imagine if
It would
police
take-
carried around Chinese finger traps instead of handcuffs?
Okay, wait, quick question. I don't know the answer. How many handcuffs does a cop normally have on them? How many pairs?
I think like I don't know.
I think 2.
I like how we all just started
Maybe
to
2?
answer as if we're cops.
So if they have 2 handcuffs, right, that would assume that they can arrest 2 people. So if they had enough finger traps to carry around, they'd have to carry around 20 Chinese finger traps, right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they'd have to carry around 10, right? 10, 5 per person. I feel like
Yes.
that almost becomes unrealistic, right? Because you have this giant bulge in your pocket with these Chinese finger traps.
I would say you would probably leave the pinkies untrapped. Most people aren't as I don't know proficient with their pinkies.
You'd be surprised. Have you ever heard of David Blaine?
Oh boy.
That dude can do some stuff with his pinkies. I'm sure of it.
Sure of it.
He did. Harrison Ford got pissed off about it. Remember?
He did?
Oh, I do
Yeah,
remember
there's a
that.
video
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
he was doing magic for Harrison Ford in his house, and he did some weird trick with like an orange or something. And it was really freaky, and Harrison Ford just said, "Get the fuck out of my house!" Like, and he got
He
super
just
mad.
got mad.
Yeah, he got really mad.
He like kicked him
Yeah.
out of his house. I remember
Anyways,
Wow.
what are we talking about? Oh yeah, salad fingers.
that. I think this is a good one to ponder. For sure. I'm glad that it doesn't exist in our world. Hopefully, I can't confirm that.
We don't know that.
Agree.
But
Hey, before we move
I'll
on,
see.
can I do a shout out?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know about you guys. Do you like waking up early?
Fuck no.
Not like early, but do you, like
So
you wake up at like.
can I
Go ahead.
You've asked the
No,
wrong
yes, I
people.
like waking up early when it's on my terms. Like if I have to wake up early for work, I'm not about it.
Oh,
But if
yeah,
I can wake
gross.
up early and make breakfast and get donuts, dude, all about it.
Absolutely. Like sunrise, coffee, make some pancakes or waffles. You know how you can make that morning even better? You can listen to the
How?
Michael and Mary in the Morning podcast. They are a podcast and they're a really sweet couple. We really like the content that they're putting out. They're really nice people. They have a nice morning show every week.
Oh.
We have been listening to them on Spotify, but you can find them probably wherever else you get your podcasts.
And for nocturnal creatures like me, you can still listen to them in the evening.
Yes.
This is true.
Just pretend it's the morning.
Just pretend it's the morning of the night, Matt. It's the
That's
morning
true,
of the
that's true.
night.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
good. Very cool.
Go check them out.
All right, who's up?
Okay, guys, I need some help. I've been procrastinating a bit. Right after this recording, I have to go to a meeting to pitch a new young adult novel series. I haven't done any work on it, so I'm gonna need to wrangle you guys into a writer's circle with me.
I gotcha.
Absolutely.
Did you hear that? That was my
Okay,
knuckles.
I mean-
those are my writing knuckles. All right.
This is a writing.
I thought that
hand.
was your beard crackling from the dried ranch.
Oh no! How long does ranch have to sit for it to dry?
Doesn't take long, bud.
About an
Yeah.
hour and a half. My daughter's tested.
That
to
checks
know.
out. Yeah.
So just to get the brain juices flowing, I'm going to qualify the young author genre for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's generally coming of age story. Typically, if we can take some examples from things like the Hunger Games and whatnot, it is at least a good setting. One I'm thinking of going for is teens rising up against some sort of authority.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's it.
Mhm.
Like that's coming
Teens
of age.
rising up against
Wait,
the
it's
authority.
just-
Oh.
Fight the power.
Like this is the story is teens
Oh,
coming of
yes.
age.
So you want us to help you write this story?
Yes, I need
you-
a setting. I need
Okay.
anything. I have nothing for this.
Oh,
for
you have
this
nothing.
meeting.
Can I ask what your audience is? Is this like a sci-fi audience? Or is this
Well-
like a fantasy audience? Or
I was going to say it's a young adult audience. I'm going to say it's up to you. It's up to you. Not a whole lot has been decided on the ground floor for this project.
Well,
All right.
I think-
we need a setting.
oh, if someone else has an
If we're
idea, go
gonna-
ahead. Because I have
all I was going to say was that we can rule out a couple of things that have already been done, right? Vampires, that's old. People have done that.
no.
Magical schools, that's been done already.
Yeah, old
Mhm.
hat.
Whatever. I'm trying to think of other books. Aaron has read a bunch of that stuff.
I think I think what we go, I mean, I feel like it's pretty popular right now is this like alternative reality because everybody's just so tired of sitting inside with COVID, like with high schoolers, especially. I teach them, right? They're just so sick of kind of being in home. So we need to give them some sort of like reality that's not real. So we have to go with either fantasy or sci-fi. I think there's more depth in fantasy. It's more graspable. So I was kind of really angling more towards like just like a Minotaur centered novel.
Minotaur.
Oh. You know, it's funny. I was thinking
Minotaur.
like the Bernstein Bears popped in my head for some reason.
Okay, so you're imagining
Bernstein
the two young siblings from the Bernstein Bears rising up against their parents?
Yeah, like where are they now?
I've had enough of your teaching me manners, Mom.
I was thinking So hear me out on the Minotaur thing. I was thinking we go with that because traditionally Minotaurs are painted as like the bad guy, but I don't think they have to be the bad
so
guy.
you want
I mean,
kids escaping a labyrinth.
no. I want the Minotaurs in the labyrinth to be the kids that are forced to be there by their parents to terrorize these
What?
other humans, but they don't want to be there anymore and they want out.
Okay, kind of kids trying to break from the
So-
the rules they were born
It's like the
into.
family business.
Got it. Breaking from
Yeah, the family business, right? It's like, this is our labyrinth. We get a shipment of humans every 4 months. They're in here and you have to kill them. You know, it's just what we do. It's how we make money. You know, it's like kind of like a prison system,
Okay.
but the kids like them. Like they fall in love with them and they become
Oh, they wanna
friends
help
and they don't
humans
want to kill them.
escape.
They want to help them escape. Yeah.
And then we can
but
have the
then there's
star-crossed
this
lovers
conflict.
of like Minotaur cross human.
Yeah,
kinda
it's kind of like
romance
Beauty and the
subplot.
Beast, but more like modern and edgy, you know, which I feel like teens are into right now.
Yeah. I'm liking
Hmm.
this.
I'm liking
So
it too.
this is like a human concentration camp run by minotaurs.
Yeah, kind of. It's like, you know, you never see the labyrinth from the Minotaur's perspective. You only ever see it from the human perspective.
Huh.
If you didn't know, I'm mildly dumb. Can you give me like an explain like I'm 5 version of this? I'm a little lost.
Of Minotaurs?
Just go over it again really quickly.
Of labyrinths? Of young adult novels? Which
What we have so far.
Labyrinth. Okay, labyrinth is like a maze,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Where
I
people
get-
go in to
I
do
get-
something,
yeah.
right? So you have a labyrinth where people are in the labyrinth, okay?
Mhm.
And traditionally a Minotaur will not haunt, I don't know, will roam the labyrinth, right? And the Minotaur is kind of protecting the labyrinth. That's what the Minotaur does.
I'm Googling a picture of a Minotaur. Is it like a centaur? I know what a centaur is.
It looks like a bull and a
It's a bull
human
man.
hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah.
think of
these
a
guys.
Tauren
yeah,
from-
yeah.
Wow.
Tauren, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this setting that you've pitched, Mike. I just had another thought. One thing I'm a big fan of is Ghostbusters, and I was thinking, how can we turn this into a young adult novel?
Ooh.
Like, is the world overrun by ghosts? Are the kids haunted by authority figures? Is the government run by big ghost? And the kids are trying to get out there and
Oh,
bust
no.
them.
Ooh, Caleb.
I like this.
Join me in this writer's circle.
This is a strong
Get out there
idea.
and bust the ghosts.
So is it about the ghosts or is it about
Oh, it's about
young
the kids.
adults?
The teens are the Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
So wait, they're minotaur
Da-na-na-na-na.
teenagers that want to hunt ghosts.
No. This is a totally new setting.
Oh, new setting.
New. This is a new bit. New
it's
segment.
Ghostbusters Junior. Is that?
a little bit, but
The
again,
Nickelodeon
row, row,
version.
fight the power. These ghosts
I'm
have to be authority
kind of
figures.
picturing like Breakfast Club, but instead of there being like the principal, it's a ghost.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that kind of where you're at?
a little bit.
What if
Because that,
Oh.
like, you know,
all
it kind of
adults
gives it
are
a spooky
ghosts?
vibe.
Like when you grow up, you become a ghost, and the kids
A
don't want to
ghost
become
of your
ghosts.
former self. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose your child
So-
innocence when you become adult. So it's like it's an allegory for like society, how the human, like the adults, like lose who they really were into the society.
Okay, so then the Ghostbusters
Oh.
are trying to excise the evil.
They're
out
trying to
of-
bring the
yeah, they're
kid
trying to
back out.
Bring the
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
back.
The
The kid in
evil
you.
of
Oh,
adults.
they're trying to bring
The
their
kid in
joy
you.
back into the spirit's life.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's why they become a ghost, because they've
Huh.
become devoid of joy in their life.
Yep, that's why.
Oh, who are you gonna call? Joy Busters.
Maybe I'm putting the cart before the horse here, but I'm thinking we need some sort of like grizzled mentor figure for some famous older actor to play.
Oh yeah.
It's
so I
got to
just
be the
want
dude
kind-
from Stranger Things. Sorry, go on.
I just want to establish this role. So in the narrative we have, society breaks people down over time, and the Ghostbuster teens are here to,
Save them.
Yeah.
to not give up the ghost for these folks, but bring it back.
Okay, Caleb. How about this? So you have
Okay.
the grizzled old mentor. The first person that popped in my head was Ian McKellen, but that can be changed. So let's just say
Mine
I
was
think too
Harrison
old.
Ford
Or-
because our earlier
or
conversation.
Harrison Ford. That works too. Any one of those grizzled old men that talks like this. So they come across this guy, right? And they find out that this is like he's like the one adult that when he reached the age at which a typical adult would turn into a ghost because they hate their lives, he was immune to that, and he's just continued on into old age, clinging on to that joy of life. And they're trying to figure out why he was immune.
I'm sorry, did you say Klingon?
Star Trek's already been done. It's
No,
copyright.
he's
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Not James.
He's
I
Matt.
thought that would be funny.
It took me a while to think of another Star Trek
It
race
wasn't funny.
to get back at you. So they're trying to figure out why he's immune to this inevitable disease of becoming a specter
Okay.
once you're no longer happy. And they're trying to figure out, how is he so joyful when he's like 100 years old? And so they're trying to figure out a way. Well, first, so book 1, they find him and they're trying to convince him to join their cause in the first place.
Okay.
Book 2.
But he's too grizzled and too like he's given up at this point, right?
Yes. He's like, no, I locked myself away for a reason. Like the world can have their hate. I'm gonna hide all my joy down here where it can.
Also,
where it
he's like
can-
Shrek.
Oh, so he's like, okay.
No, well, he's like Shrek, but he's like actually like he's happy.
He's like grizzled.
So
he's
is he
grizzled
or is he happy, or can you be grizzled
Can
happy? I don't know
be
if that's a
grizzled and
thing.
Can I pitch an
happy?
actor for this really quick, just so we can have this mind space for this character?
Okay, yes.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh, Lordy Lou.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
still alive.
Wow.
Don't worry, I had to look up the same thing. I was like, is Charlie Sheen still?
Is that what you were doing right now? You were seeing if Charlie Sheen was
That's
still alive.
exactly what I was doing. I was confirming the status of Charles Sheen.
Okay, so we have Charlie Sheen. So, okay, Mike, to answer your question, when I hear the word grizzled, yeah, grizzled can mean like, yeah, you're like a grumpy old man. When I'm thinking grizzled, I'm thinking of like just like in terms of physical appearance, like he's grizzled. He's been hiding by himself for a while. He looks kind of ragged.
Mm-hmm.
Shrek.
Definitely necessary for the role, I think.
Yeah, he's
I
big
can't
and-
get Shrek out of my mind.
Shrek
I'm sorry.
is-
And he's not a ghost, correct?
No, he's not.
a ghost.
He's like
No.
the only adult that they found who hasn't turned into a ghost.
How did they find him?
They went
Ouija
Lord
board.
into...
Farquaad banished. I'm sorry.
Wait, what did you say?
Said Lord Farquaad banished them and they went to the swamp.
James really wants this to be Shrek really bad. He really wants
big
to
and
be
green
Shrek.
and
Can
Scottish.
we work
do
that in
Wait,
somehow?
How about like the main bad guy is a Lord Farquaad-esque dude, like
Like the ghost is
yeah, like,
short.
CEO president,
Wait.
short.
And that Lord
Kinda-
Farquaad character knows that he's on the cusp of being turned into a specter, and he's heard tell of a really
Oh,
old
he's-
person who's immune, and he's trying to find him.
Okay, so the ghosting is just kind of like a natural force of the world.
Yes.
And that now we have like
Yes.
okay.
And no one knows how to
okay.
stop it.
But now we have like evil big corp.
Can we
Yes.
have a? Can I pitch a big twist really quick?
Mhm, yes.
Can we make like, you know how like this is a band of teens going to find Charlie Sheen,
Yeah.
right, to get the joy for Lord Farquaad, but it flips on its head. Can we make like the head protagonist for the first like 2 books flip sides into the 3rd book and actually be trying to take the joy and cast it away so everybody becomes a ghost?
Oh, because it turns out that he just wants to be left alone.
No, like he wants to take Charlie Sheen and steal his joy
Yeah,
from him
Mike
and
is
ruin his
picturing the
life.
protagonist being of the teen busters.
Yeah,
Wait, that's
the protagonist.
what I was saying. I was saying that the Lord
actually
Farquaad
working
guy
for the
wants
bad
to
guys.
steal the joy.
Wait, guys.
No,
But he
no,
wants to steal the joy for himself.
Farquaad's the antagonist.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
can I take this one step further?
Please.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
This
Do it.
this just jumped into my brain. Have we all played the Resident Evil video games?
Yes.
No.
Briefly, yes.
At least I think it's Resident Evil. The Umbrella Corps.
Yep.
Umbrella Corps.
Uh-huh.
I'm aware of it.
I'm imagining that there's like some company out there led by this Lord Farquaad guy who is turning like that. They're turning people into ghosts, but they're pitching it as the joys being gone out of their life. So the kids.
Okay, so Umbrella Corps is manufacturing a ghost drug that is like,
Yes.
you'll be happy forever, and it puts people into just kind of this like drained
Uh-huh. And then
state.
Charlie Sheen invented this drug and he realized what was
Oh.
happening. So he left, went to his swamp, and lived out his unhappy, grizzled life.
All right, and the teen. Okay, and so this product is only marketed to like people over the age of 21.
And hold up. I'm gonna go on his one step further as well. the lead protagonist of The Teen is the son of Charlie Sheen that Charlie Sheen doesn't know about. And the son is trying to get back at his dad for doing this. And he wants to remove his joy and send the world into darkness.
Where is Netflix when you need them?
This is it. This is it.
Guys, I think you've given me everything I need for this pitch meeting. I think it's going to go pretty well.
Wait, what do we
Perfect.
call it? What do we call it? What do we call it?
Oh yeah, we need
What's the name? Yeah, we have a name. Charlie and the Ghostbusters. Charlie's Ghostbusters.
Charlie's Busters.
Oh, how about
I like that.
Hold on. How about
It's like a prequel to Charlie's Angels.
Also like a prequel to the Dave and Busters.
how about
That's what I was thinking. One of the two.
this does not spark joy?
A Marie Kondo
That's
story.
I like.
We
that.
might get sued by
We
Marie
probably
Kondo.
would. I don't know.
That would be
She seems
unfortunate
like a
'cause she
nice
seems like
lady.
a nice lady. Yeah.
I don't know.
She's a nice lady.
She would look at our podcast, or not our podcast. She'd look at our show and she'd be like, "This does not spark
for
joy.
real.
I will sue
She'd
you."
be like, "This is so disorganized. Why does one person have 4 frames on his video? This is
She might.
so
She's
wrong.
a really nice lady.
"Hey, man.
Who knows?" Ugh.
Well, Caleb, I'm glad we have a pitch for you, dude. I'm happy we were able to solve that.
Yeah, we're gonna see how the meeting goes for
I
Charlie's Busters,
expect a
guys.
storyboard next week.
Hey guys.
Yeah, me too. Please.
Yeah,
November's upon us.
it is.
Mhm.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
You know what that
It's too
means,
soon.
right?
Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately,
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure where you were going. What does it mean?
it means that we need to create a new addition to the month of November. So far, we have No Shave November.
Uh-huh.
For the people in the world that are allergic to peanuts, we have No Nut November.
Yeah, that's what that
And-
means.
Yeah.
No peanut butter the whole month of November.
No
None at all.
almonds, no cashew, none of them.
Fuck that, dude.
Get them out of here. We need to come
None.
up with a new no blank November.
And it doesn't have to be alliterative, right? Because no shave is not alliterative. So we can kind of do whatever we want.
Oh, because
We have
it's
a blank canvas.
it doesn't have to be alliterative because the first thing I
Give
thought it
me-
was no nonsense November.
I thought of that too.
Hey, I'll be right back. I need to think about this.
Wait, is he?
All
what?
right.
Huh?
For those of you not
Okay.
watching, Mike is still here. He has just muted himself and he's now dancing.
He's just. Why would he do this to us?
Now there's a tiger in there.
Welcome to the 3-person podcast. The issues on the table. I would say my addition for November would be No Emotion November.
no emotion November.
Yes.
Where you just
I like that.
like everyone just walks around like the neutral aliens from Futurama.
Everyone just keep a rein on it, right?
Okay.
I'm all about expressing it, yourself.
Uh-huh.
But I just need a break from it, guys.
I agree.
Just rein it in for me.
Hold on. I think I figured out. I have an update on Mike. I think I know what's going. I think either my niece or nephew is making a ruckus, and he's not wanting to. Yeah. Okay. He's nodding his head. Yes.
He's nodding.
So-
Yeah, that is correct.
I
be
think
back.
that's good.
I
If
tell you
only
the
Mike
first
knew
one I
sign
thought of?
language, I could translate.
What do you think of? Because mine wasn't very good.
No, I like yours. I really like yours.
Mm.
After last week's episode, I'm really inclined to think of No Necromancy November.
No
Ooh.
necromancy.
Oh, that's good.
You kind of put a jam in my whole jive.
James, we've had way too much necromancy this month. I'm 100% behind you on this
Hey
one.
guys, can I pitch a weird one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Turkey November.
Oh,
please.
damn.
Please.
Yes.
No Thanksgiving November.
No. Can we just put no? Can we just put
I don't
no
like
and then whatever our least favorite Thanksgiving accoutrement is? Like, how about no cranberry sauce November, please?
You don't like cranberry sauce, huh?
No.
I don't
I
it
like
either.
cranberry
Ugh.
sauce.
No.
Throw it in the
Pass.
garbage.
It's like a foil to the heavy like savory turkey and gravy.
I don't know.
All right. How about
I'm with you, Matt. It's gross.
So I feel like this has to be something too, like that people do on the reg. Like, what about like no social media November? I know it's kind of like a mouthful, but
That's too serious.
That's
just-
too. I mean,
Oof.
that
too
would be
much?
cool, but I think that's the most unrealistic one.
No
It's like
shower November would
that's
be
fair.
rough,
I don't know
huh?
if anybody would do
Although-
No shower November.
It's kind of a stink month.
Oh,
Ew.
wait. I got a good one. This one is big shout out to half of our members, Caleb. No color November. You can't have any color on your photos on Instagram or social media. It has to be black and white for all of our color blind
Go
individuals.
fuck yourself.
Oh, I was like, where's he going
I
with
was
this?
Oh,
gonna
hey
say.
guys, I'll be right back.
This
Let
one
me
seems
just
a bit
hold
more
on,
mean spirited
hold on.
than.
I'll be right back.
It's
All
not
right.
mean spirited. Like it's like we can have all of our pictures be like muted colors to like be so everybody sees the same
Everyone
thing.
must
It brings
wear
awareness to
special
colorblind.
lenses.
Hold on. Let me
It's like awareness. Like it's raising
let
awareness.
me mute myself real quick. Sorry.
I don't know what.
I don't know if
This
he
is
muted
an
himself.
audio-
He's just kind of sitting
This is
there.
an audio medium, so
Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing.
That's a thing.
It's not a bad idea.
So, but like, think about it, right? We have all these months, like we have Black History Month. We have like, there's the Sexual Preference Month, or no, that's sorry, that would be the wrong one. What is it now? What is that month? It's June, I think, right?
Pride Month.
Pride Month. Thank you. Pride Month, and then there's
Okay, so
there's
you are just trying to garner attention, like support for.
yeah, like it's colorblind, like support for
Okay.
colorblind month, right? No
Oh.
color November, and there's no color anywhere. Like it's just all muted colors, and that's an easy one for
And
everybody to get on
you're
board
saying
with.
it's just like a social media fad. It's just people are just using
Yeah, it's-
monochrome filters and.
Yeah, that's it. Just purely monochrome the whole time.
So
So it's
edgy.
like it brings awareness
look
to
something
it.
up real
So
quick.
edgy.
Mike.
Is there a colorblind awareness thing yet? Do you know?
hold on a
I don't
second.
know. I'm thinking that
It's quite
idea, that would be
possible.
depressing. Like everywhere you look, everything's just black and white. There's a movie about that.
Maybe Pleasantville, maybe? Is that the name of the movie?
I don't know. It's old.
I think that's the name.
I think you mean The Giver.
That's what it
I think it's
was.
Pleasantville.
Hey, Mike.
It was The Giver.
Giver?
Yeah,
Huh.
there's no color
Yeah.
in the world.
Got a problem with your no color thing.
Is there already a
No,
colorblind thing?
here's the thing. Colorblind people don't see in black and white, though.
Some do. Your grandpa did.
No, he did not.
You absolute dullard.
Fucking idiot. Monochromacy, complete colorblindness, is very rare. Apparently, only about 1 in 33,000 to 100,000 people. That's a big variance. Scientists.
That is a big
Um,
variance.
0.001% of people who are colorblind only see in black and white. So,
Okay, so the colorblind experts here have to tell us what filter we need to use on our photos then to make it like
I think the
equal.
nature of being
Can we phone a
colorblind.
friend? We should phone Pat.
Oh, Pat Malone.
Pat's also blind though. Like his
Yeah.
glasses, man, he needs them. He needs them.
Yeah.
We love Pat.
Pat's the
What
best.
if we had no light November?
No. Ooh.
Oh,
I mean, people are
would
always
be
people
hard
are
to
always
do.
trying to turn daylight savings time into a thing. Here
Daylight
in-
savings is the most bullshit construct.
It's pretty garbage. So what if we get rid of the time
Completely.
dilation and
No time, November.
and s-
Don't keep time. Sorry. Go on.
and, and no, that's a fun one we have to explore as well. And people just don't use lights. I was gonna say electric
Okay.
lights.
You
But-
can use
So-
candles.
Yeah. So everything has to be lit by candles?
I
Is
feel
that what
like
you're saying?
I feel like that would be like a lot of
I also
fire.
the only thing about this though, Caleb, is I feel like it's like if you didn't know social media, it'd be really hard to get people on board with. Like
So you're saying it lives or dies by its social media kind of presence?
I mean, I feel like that's the big thing about like
I
what
mean,
No Shave November, right?
you're not
People always
wrong.
post pictures of themselves and like they're like, oh look, I'm participating.
you're not wrong. So no time November. What are you picturing for this, James?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Everybody's late to everything.
Everyone is on their own schedule.
Yeah, just no watches.
It's
Turn
not,
off the
it's not even
clocks.
5 o'clock somewhere. It's just somewhere.
It's 5
It's
o'clock
somewhere.
nowhere.
I guess it kind of describes 2020, but like you can just
Yeah.
like wake up and think like, oh, I woke up early today.
That
Little do you
reminds
know,
me-
it's 6 p.m.
Little do you know, it's no time.
James, do you remember? Does anyone remember that bit from My Brother and Me where Griffin came up with his new timekeeping schedule for the world? Where he was saying like,
What did he have?
he was basically saying like whenever you wake up, that's 9 a.m. regardless of what time of day it is. That's 9 a.m. And then whenever you get hungry and eat lunch, that's 1 p.m. regardless of how many hours have gone by. It was just this ridiculous system. This kind of smacks of that, and I'm all about it.
What about no sun November?
Well, that's
How are you going to enforce that, Caleb? Like, how are you
Where
going to
did
do
you
You're
that?
too
Destroy
late.
the
Mike has a
sun.
son. You're too late.
oh, I get it.
I mean, the three of us are good.
No.
but-
I'm talking about with a U.
Oh,
Like, okay,
Hmm.
you can't, like, the closest we've gotten to the sun is like 56 million miles or something, like, absurd.
Oh, ye of little.
we can
faith.
build a giant dome. And when I say we, I mean
Just
like
put
the
it-
royal
the
we.
sun and push it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, The sun.
Okay, maybe we don't even get rid of the sun. Maybe we just no one goes out in the sun. Time is inverted.
So 2020.
Yeah, no one goes out to suntan their ass.
Get
Get that
it's very
throwback?
funny to me because that came
Get it?
out in the moon.
Because Mike's butt thing. Remember?
What? But
Remember all the when was the last time your butt got sun? Remember?
Exposed butt.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Remember?
understand, Matt, because
Oh, he's being stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
these podcast episodes exist. They don't exist.
They're
yet. They
within
don't
I have a
themselves
nice one.
alone.
I have a nice one. It's not funny, but it's kind of nice. How about no trolls November? Huh? People are mean on the internet.
Pesky trolls.
How about we all just chill for a
internet
month?
trolls.
You know what I mean? People are mean, man. Especially on TikTok.
Yeah, people can be mean. I mean, there is the dichotomy though of the people who are really nice.
That's
though. So,
true.
like,
There are
you
good
could be,
people.
How about Matt? On your same note, what about neutral November? Everything just has like this kind of goes back to no emotion. We're just neutral responses to everything.
You comment
That
on
was
every
great.
video you see as this is a video.
Very nice. Yeah, this is a video.
This is fine.
Fuck, I don't know.
This is fine.
This is fine. I am okay with this.
This is fine. What do you want? How was your food today? It was fine.
People post like really like filtered pictures of their food, and it just says, "I ate pancakes this morning. It was fine."
They were.
I am ambivalent.
They were fine.
That phrase can be really devastating to a lot of things. Like somebody just gets a really important surgery and the surgeon comes out of the emergency room to go to the family and they're like,
Yeah.
how was the surgery? It was fine.
Oh no!
That's not good.
Context is everything.
Wow, look at my new baby. Oh, he's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Is that the
Child
winner?
is
Yeah,
adequate.
I
neutral
think so,
November.
yeah.
Neutral November.
November.
No,
I think that would be the most.
you can't
interesting.
like any posts. You can just acknowledge them.
Oh, and of
I
course you
acknowledge
can't
this
only
post.
retweet. Skipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only retweet. You can't like it. You just
So
retweet
really,
it.
all you're doing
I
is
acknowledge.
you're stocking up all of your thankfulness for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, what a great message.
You can't
to teach to the
appreciate
youth.
something. No, you're true. You're right. You can't appreciate something unless you've lost it. Then you can appreciate it, right? So we take away our ability to be thankful and
This
enjoy
is sounding
things.
strangely like ghost teens.
It really is. Yeah.
Ghostbusters. Oh yeah, it is.
That's why
Charlie
each
Busters.
installment
Charlie Bust.
of the Spark Joy series, which is what I'm calling it, each installment is released during the month of November.
I dig it.
Yeah. That's when it
I
has
dig
to
it
go.
too.
Well, that was a
Alright,
funny
neutral
joke.
November.
What else we got?
Well, okay. Before we move on to our closing segment, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and listening to us. We release our new episodes every Monday, and we'd like to thank Anchor for hosting us and thank everybody here for listening to us. Please rate, like, share our content. We're trying to get traction on the ground and get people to listen to us because we really enjoy doing this for fun. So get your friends on in here, have them listen to us, send us your issues. We will do them on the show. Just so you know, you can listen to us on Spotify or wherever else you get your podcasts. And then you can email us your issues. We want them. Send us your issues. You can email them to us at TIOTT podcast@gmail.com, or you can send them to us on Twitter or DM us on Instagram. Any way you want to get a hold of us, send us your issues and we'll add them to our collection of issues that we have that are growing that we're going to be using on the show. Now with that, we can like to bring it to our closing segment. And this is where we take time to bring a real issue from the real world to you, the listener. We want to find an article that has happened, not something like fingers as long as your arms, but something that is like real freaking world,
Yep.
right? So this week, like our weeks, man, we got the famous Matthew Schuster, who's got an article for us today. Matthew, what do you have? What do you have on the docket?
Well, Caleb.
Oh, I'm being addressed directly. Am I in this article?
No. I think I found the inspiration for you to craft this grizzled old man hermit character played by Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
A man found living in a Nevada grocery store was arrested after falling through the store's ceiling.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Say that one more time.
Yeah, repeat that.
a
please.
man
Thank
who
you,
was
James.
found living in a Nevada grocery store was arrested after falling through the store's ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember
Now-
my first beer. Go on.
A man who had been living in the rafters of a Nevada grocery store was arrested on September 30th after employees had noticed he had fallen through the ceiling. Now,
Whoa.
The way that that's
yeah.
phrased, hold up. The way that that's phrased makes me feel that it wasn't
No.
immediate. That it was like at least 20 minutes before they like walked down the aisle and was like,
you're correct.
Oh.
I have more.
No
I have more
way.
details to illuminate this. So, Matthew Hammer, man, a lot of Matthews in our stories.
Hammer.
Matthew,
Ooh, I like
it's
it.
Hammer, Hammar though. So Hamar, I don't know. Matthew Hamar, 35, was arrested and charged with burglary and obstructing a police officer after night shift employees, fuck, that's creepy, discovered him while the store was
Can you
closed.
imagine?
No, these are probably my two favorite quotes I've ever read in articles so far on this show. Quote, "The day we apprehended this person, the reason they noticed him was because when he had made it through the roof of the building and into the ceiling area of the grocery store, his foot went through the ceiling," said Johnny Smith, captain of patrol for the Lyon County Sheriff's Office.
Oh my God.
Quote, "He took a bad step and one of his feet went through the ceiling, exposing his foot to where people could see it, and that's what alerted employees."
So was his foot stuck?
I guess. Hold on. After a while, they got him to come outside and he was arrested. They expected he had been living in the area above the deli for at least a couple of days and had been stealing food from the store. They found some of his property in the rafters. So he had set up like a little tent for himself.
Like a shanty town.
Yeah, a little shanty town.
Yeah, like a grocery
deli, that's
grocery store
smart.
shanty town.
Yeah. Apparently, this is another one of my favorite things. After falling through the ceiling tile and being spotted, he quickly squeezed back up into the crawl space and pretended not to notice anyone who saw him.
Okay. I just got like this weird image in my head. Like he pulls his foot up and all these people are staring at the hole, and then you just see his eyeball like, like
Wait.
And everyone else is like, hey, come down. And he's just like, no, no.
So-
okay.
he drops down as like a piece of salami or something.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, "Hey, our bologna stock's getting a little low. Johnny, have you been picking off the shelves again?" Wasn't me. Maybe it was that guy.
man.
Who? That foot. Oh shit.
What was the activity that caused him to step through the ceiling?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. But the last line of the article says they sent a police dog up there, but
Ooh.
then it fell into a shaft and
I
got
was imagining
stuck.
a dog climbing a ladder.
Oh.
Right. Then
He got
then the
stuck?
dog fell through a shaft and got stuck, and they both had to be
No.
fetched. So
Oh
it
my
doesn't say that the
gosh.
dog was injured, so it looks like it just like got stuck, and it was just chilling up there with Mr. Hamar, and they were just like, "What's up?"
That's an intense response for someone being in like the top of the store. Like, let's put a dog that's gonna chew him to death.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm just imagining like being like, "Hey, Billy, can I get my weekly pound of roast beef? Hey, I like the Halloween decorations. What?" I just look up to see a foot. I'm just imagining being him, being like, "Oh shit, nah, no one saw that. Yoop. Let me just get that foot back up here real quick."
Their
Oh.
first response was to send a dog
Yeah,
into the ceiling.
that's what it said. Oh wait,
Huh.
hold on a second.
They could have sent like a hawk or an eagle.
They had to send an animal with legs into a ceiling which they already know is structurally unstable because someone fell through it.
I still have the
So-
image of just like them getting a ladder and then like, go up there, boy. Come on.
I imagine like the dog looking back like, "Hell no, you go
No,
up there."
hold up. Even better. No, this has been I picture in the police station. This has been a running thing where like Joe has his police dog. He's like, "My dog can climb ladders," and everybody's like, "Aha, no, he can't." He's like, "My dog can climb ladders. I've trained him for 14 hours." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, Joe, he can't." Like, yeah, screw you, man, shut up. And then finally Joe's day comes and he goes and they go, "Guys, don't send up John. Send my dog. He can climb
It was worth it.
ladders."
Your time to shine.
They're all like, "Okay, Joe, you can send Fido up there." And then the dog just like yeets up the ladder and they're like, "Oh shit, we should have believed him."
What
Then
breed of dog do you
then like
like?
5 seconds later, they hear like a yelp, like "Yelp," and then like 4 little dog feet go into the ceiling.
Oh boy.
Joe, your dog didn't do so hot, did he?
I've had enough news for today.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. I'm Mike Donahue.
I'm Matt Schuster.
My name is James Gearhart.
And my name is Caleb Andrews. My favorite Halloween candy is bones.
Oh my god.